Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Good morning Jays. Let me introduce myself. My name is Seilanita, and today I'd like to tell an interesting story about the pumpkin child. So please enjoy it. A long time ago, a wife and her husband lived in a small house in Persia. The woman longed for a daughter and cried out, I want a little girl. I don't care if she looks like a pumpkin. Uh-oh, that's what happened. Soon, a beautiful little child was born. But one day, the mother went to the cradle and found a pumpkin instead. The scared husband ran away, but the mother felt sorry for the little pumpkin and lovingly raised it. Finally, when she was too big to carry, the girl pumpkin rolled around the house and bumped out onto the street. All the neighbors pointed and snickered. Look at that! The mother covered the pumpkin and brought her inside the house. It's okay, honey. Don't you ever listen what they say. When the pumpkin was 15, the mother sent her off to the girls' school in town. She kissed the pumpkin. Be good, darling. Ignore anyone who makes fun of you. So off, the pumpkin rolled to school. Next to the school, a rich merchant's son, Murad, looked out his father's windows each day, watching the girl in the school courtyard. He spied a fat pumpkin rolling around. That's rich, he thought. What's a pumpkin doing there? Murad saw that the pumpkin rolled off by itself during lunch periods. He secretly watched as it hid under a bush. A small door opened in the pumpkin shell, and out stepped a beautiful young girl. She climbed up a grapevine, picking luscious grapes for a meal. Then she re-entered the pumpkin and slammed! Boom! The door closed. Oh God, she is gorgeous. Murad fell crazily in love with the girl. One day, he leaned over the edge of his father's roof, grabbing the girl's hand as she reached the top of the grapevine. She quickly withdrew her hand, hurried down the vine, disappearing inside the pumpkin, and rolled back to the school courtyard. Murad discovered that the girl's ring had slipped off her middle finger into his hand. He declared to everyone, I will marry the girl who can wear this ring on the middle finger, and I will marry the other. His mother was thrilled that Murad had finally agreed to marry anyone. She sent her servant Nana to the village. Find the girl whose middle finger fits this ring, and bring her home as a bride for Murad. Off went old Nana, house to house, searching for the perfect finger of the perfect girl. The village girls all either starved themselves to get thin finger or stuffed themselves to fatten them up. But not one single finger fit his ring inside, just right. At last, Nana came to the house of the pumpkin. The good mother cried, Don't you dare look at me! I wanted it after so badly, but the fate sent me a pumpkin instead. Nana insisted on seeing the pumpkin up close. Much to everyone's surprise, a delicate, slender head poked out of the side of the pumpkin, and the ring slid onto her middle finger perfectly. Nana ran roared it louder. But the wedding took place anyway. After the ceremony, Hubert took his bride pumpkin far away, where he cared for her and never allowed anyone to laugh at her. One night, the door of the pumpkin opened, and the beautiful girl stepped out. "How can this be?" cried a delighted Mary. She smiled. "Your love has set me free. Only because you love me as a pumpkin could the spell be broken." And so, they lived together happily for a very long time. And that's the end of the story. Thanks for enjoying. Wassalamualaikum